What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to Exploration on the Fried Trash channel. And today we are going to be checking out an abandoned trade school. This place was built in 1971, and from the amount of research I was able to find, which was very little but also informational, this place was a trade school. Majority of the students that attended this school had some form of some type of disability. The only grade apparently from the school, when you look it up, is that it served for grade 12, but oddly enough, students between the age of 14 and 21 attended this place. And this place had like its basic academic services, so they had math, it had science, it had language arts. But along with that, it had a lot of trade school activities. So it did things in the food industry, so it taught you how to probably cook. It did wood and carpentry. It did horticulture. It did a lot of things within its time here, but it shut down in 2008. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get right into this exploration. So you guys can see, we'll get a better view of it, but this school is on top of a hill, so it just looks over the entire valley. That's interesting. No, I don't expect much to be in here. This place is probably going to be mostly gutted. But it's still good to take a look around, I guess. It's just a bathroom. Or, no, it's a boiler room. But like, look how low the ceilings are. Like, oh, yeah. The ceiling is actually not that high. Cause like I can almost barely touch it, probably another 1.5 feet, and I can touch that beam. But this is probably the main entrance. Okay. Left or right?
Left.
Go left?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go left. This is the basement. I would say cafeteria, but probably not. I'm not entirely sure what this would have been. It's the proper size for a cafeteria because this school only held about 60-something students.
Really?
It wasn't a big school. No, because it was a trade school.
Oh. Gotcha.
So it didn't hold that many students.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this is either a giant classroom for something. Maybe it was one of the trade schools. Maybe for the cooking class.
Maybe.
This could have been used for the cooking class.
It could be, yeah.
Because you got cabinet space over there. You got some sinks over there, but then what would have been in this like area? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that smells shit.
Yeah?
I guess it's probably nice.
I was hoping that there'd be something there. But yeah, this could have been, you got hot, you got cold.
This is very small.
Yeah. This had to have been a classroom.
Yeah. I see the entrance up there.
Yeah, because like there's other classrooms right there and there's another room right there. So those could have been like the teaching rooms and this could have been like the lab portion.
Maybe, yeah. Could be.
Like kind of like a college classroom. You got your lecture room and then you got your lab room.
Right.
This was some kind of classroom. old paper. Yeah, I have no idea what this would have been like used for, really. Like again, my best guess is that this was one of the trade school rooms. Or maybe they did multiple classrooms, like these are all used for different things. Cause this looks like a library. Kinda. You got your shelves right here. Maybe. I don't think this was a library. More of the kitchen. Oh, here we go. This might give us something. Underglaze. White paint, cola peach. This was probably an art room. Based on these trays, small brushes. This was the art room. I have no idea what this would have been used for. The heck is this? I have no idea what this is. Something. And you got this thing as well. Kilns. Donna kilns do not operate above 2,300 Fahrenheit. Yeah, I have no idea what this is or what it's used for, but something art related, I guess. You know, based on what those cabinets say over there, this was an art room, which is fascinating because, like, if this was an art room, most likely over there was the kitchen. Meaning probably majority of the classrooms, if not majority of the trade school rooms, were done in this area. So then you got these two rooms. They've been used for something. And you got like a little cubby closet space. Got a place to probably wash your hands or something. So this was like some kind of like lecture teaching room. It's very small because like, yeah, let me stand at the doorway. That's a pretty small room, is it not? What do we have here? This is probably the horticulture room because out there I can barely see it, but that's the greenhouse. This is where they probably did horticulture. Most likely, you know. You still got some of the plants still just hanging there. Yeah, because this is the greenhouse. Nope. Little cubby room or something, I don't know. But yeah, over here is where they actually did the horticulture, where they planted the plants. It's not a big greenhouse, but it's a nice one. It technically, like, in a way, it still does serve its purpose, you know, it still grows plants. I bet in the summertime, this place is kind of like pretty overgrown. So in a way, it's still in use, just not for like the reason it was intended. But yeah, it's a nice little greenhouse. Not many schools that I know have that. Well, Spring Garden had a greenhouse. I'm pretty sure there's a handful of schools that have it. Hey guys, so we finished up here, and I made my conclusion. That most likely was the cooking class. Back there was horticulture. The room over there is the art room. And then these 2 rooms were most likely lecture rooms. I still don't know what exactly that room was used for, but this top floor, this area right here, was most likely for the trade school area. So I'm going to assume the basement was most likely where the basic academic classes were. Oh, fuck. Was this the library? That one of the lunch trays, what? Shelf 2. This is interesting. This is like a list of things. I'm not exactly what it's a list of. But before we go down the scary hallway, let's go down over here. I shouldn't really be down here for long because of the amount of mold. The only thing left seems to be lunch trays. Maybe the thing on the shelves over there, they listed what were on these shelves, because you see you got shelf 10, you got shelf 11, so maybe it was listing off what belongs on each of these shelves. But what's left is just lunch trays that the students used. This was probably schoolwork. You know, so people love coming to places like this and burning stuff, but that looks like it was some kind of school paper, you know. Yeah, this probably belonged to one of the students. And someone came here and burned it. So who knows, maybe at one point there were a bunch of like student stuff left behind, but it's been abandoned since 2008, so it's been pretty trashed, pretty gutted since then. Oh, I do not like this. This floor, that's a carpeted floor. Got staff members on the wall. I have no idea where this is. What does this say? Oh, it's the schedule for 2002 to 2003. Oh, that's nice. The bathrooms. I think it's starting to get to me because I feel a little off now, so maybe it's the paranoia, but this stuff isn't good for your lungs. Okay, so we were just walking around up here discussing, and I just came across this piece of paper here, which is possibly the name of the school, because when I looked it up, it doesn't mention it's Clear Spring Elementary, which is what this is saying. Which this is like the size of an elementary school, I would say. But this school, like I said, this thing only hosted grade 12, but ages between 14 and 21 attended the school. The only thing I could find is that this place was called Clear Spring High School, but there is an active Clear Spring High School like probably 15-30 minutes away from here. So I don't know if this was originally a Clear Spring school and then it was just renamed to the sign that was out front, I don't know. It could have been an elementary school at some point. Could have been converted into the trade school that it was before it shut down. I'm not entirely sure, but that is close. The first two is what I think this school was originally called, but I don't think it was an elementary school. It's not big enough for an elementary school. And also as well, and then I spotted this before I headed in the basement. You don't really see that anymore. My friend mentioned it was possibly like for a fire alarm, but it could have been for announcements as well. But like you don't get like you don't get stuff like that anymore in schools. It's not as retro as it is nowadays. Yeah, I think that's mostly everything. But then you got these rooms with not much in it. One of these is probably the principal's office. This might be the principal's office right here. Maybe. No real way to tell though. This was the computer room or like the server room.
Maybe, yeah.
Because wouldn't that hold servers?
Oh yeah, that does. Yeah, that's the servers. The main shit right here.
Yep. This would have held everything. And these are all like breakers and stuff, but you see people have like come here and like scrapped some of the copper. Elevator, alarm down there. That's for the alarm system. Yeah, people came here and like just ripped everything out. You got probably the last desk just sitting here as well. Yeah. But yeah, that proves that there was a carpentry room because that's for the wood shop. Wood shop number 2. Wood shop off. So there was a carpentry room there. Maybe that was one of the rooms down there.
Maybe.
But I couldn't really see any evidence for carpentry, but yeah. They kept everything in the storage room.
That's weird.
That's fascinating. The breakers and everything were in the storage room. Found this on the ground while we were leaving, guys. Come to class on time and be ready to work. Ask teachers or assistants who are leaving classroom area. During the lesson, listen quietly and raise your hand and answer questions. Basic like classroom rules for everyone. Clean up trash. Do not hurt or damage anything in our class. Show respect and be polite to all people. That's a fascinating thing to find. But yeah, we just found that. I just found that on the ground while we were leaving. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here now. There wasn't much here. It was pretty gutted. But yeah, guys, as I was saying before, this school is on a hill and it just overlooks the entire valley. Like you can see for miles. You can see right into Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
because we're right under the border.
Right over there.
Pennsylvania's just right down there.
Right around there. Right.
So we can look right into the neighboring state. Here's the outside. You got a basketball court right there. That's the outside of the greenhouse. Looks like some kind of loading dock. That little barn, this is probably like where they stored some of the plants or seeds. They stored stuff in here. Interesting. Yeah, it's the outside of the greenhouse. Nice looking one. Don't see many of those. And last but not least, the basketball court. It's not much to it. But how old it is, I like it. Looks nice. And then that's the whole back of the building. There seems to be, people seem to be able to go into the roof, but we're not gonna risk it. But yeah, that's basically it. Anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't much, the school was pretty gutted, there wasn't much left. There was a few desks and stuff. But other than that, not much. But it was still an interesting place. The place did have some interesting history to it. It was a small trade school for mostly kids of either they were raised in low-income households, so they had like a lot of financial issues, or what I was told as well is that like a handful of the kids that attended that place had some kind of learning disability as well. So there is like some interesting history to the place, but other than that, there wasn't much to it. It was a pretty small school, probably one of the smallest ones I've ever gone to, but overall it was still a nice place to visit, and I hope you guys enjoyed this exploration nonetheless. But yeah, that's basically this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye.